It was a day the legislature focused on taxes. Two bills the governor and many Nebraska state senators say are their biggest priorities before the session ends next month. One lowers property taxes for everybody in the state while also redoing the way schools are funded. The other gives tax breaks to businesses that move to Nebraska and stay. Reporter John Kipper tells us why senators say they're important and what happened in Lincoln today.
Property taxes are too high. I probably think everyone in this room thinks that. Property taxes are too high. That's not an argument. Let's not have that argument. We all agree with that argument.
That was the general sentiment in the legislative chamber. Nebraska's property owners pay higher taxes than over 90% of the states in the country, but there's stark disagreement on how we get there. State Senator Luann Linehan says the system is out of whack. The Elkhorn senator says public schools rely too much on property taxes.
We have significantly different dollars being paid in property taxes. This bill does address the fact that it's very unfair.
Her bill lowers property taxes for ag, commercial, and residential property. It also completely rewrites the way schools are funded, ensuring every school in the state gets some money.
Every school district in the state, every school group in the state opposes this bill.
Particularly worries senators with large school districts who want to keep the old system, which uses what's called the TIOSA formula.
OPS particularly has high needs. Foreign language speakers, rural or urban poverty, those people need more help. And I think the current TIOSA formula takes that into account.
Originally, the bill was going to be funded with extra state revenue, but due to the pandemic, the state will likely have less money to work with to fund the bill.
Truth of the matter is, I don't think we have the money for this bill.
But others, like Senator Angela Groen, says the pandemic is all the more reason to give people relief.
There are thousands of Nebraskans who have lost their jobs because of the pandemic. And when you lose a job, that property tax bill still comes due.
Next is a long and complicated bill that would largely give tax breaks to manufacturing, ag, and tech companies that come to Nebraska and stay. The state has a similar law in place now, and when it expires, Nebraska would be the only state without a business incentive law.
Nebraska Advantage sunsets at the end of this year, and if we hang out the "We are not open for business" sign, that will hurt us immensely.
Many rural senators were skeptical. For one, many say they won't vote for it unless property tax reform is passed. Others say LB 720 is just not good legislation.
That's what this 720 does. It picks winners and losers, and government always does that. There's no value in 720 for the average person in Nebraska. The people that are taking advantage of the 720 and can qualify, it's a great thing.
While the bill failed to advance today, it seemed to have wide support, more than the property tax bill. Now, Senator Tom Breese tells me that both bills could have one last shot of passing. That would be combining them into one huge bill and putting them on the floor again, giving the senators one last chance to pass them in 2020. Reporting in Lincoln, John Kipper, 3 News Now.